I think it's time we have a very serious conversation about the state of snacking in this country. It's embarrassing. However, Cadbury have finally decided to cater to those of us with actual taste buds. For those of us brave enough to ask, no, do you know what? To demand more from their treats. They've launched the new Cadbury Dairy Milk Biscoff Bar. It's the collab of the century. The smooth expertise of Cadbury meets the main character energy of Biscoff. It's got that crunch, that caramelised vibe, and honestly, it's Ireland's new icon. It's love at first bite, and unlike your last 3 situationships, this one is actually here to stay. Grab one, try it, and stop settling for mid-tier snacks. Welcome back to Sauce on the Side. Somebody sent me a very good one in yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, what was it? Hi, Mark. Just finished reading your book. You've absolutely changed my life. Sorry. Oh, no, it's not.
Shut
Where's it going? Hi, Mark. Just seen the pictures from Rosie's christening. You should be at the Dior show on December the 4th. Oh, sorry. That's a different one. Hi, Mark. How's your podcast so criminally underrated by the mainstream media, considering it's the funniest thing to come out of Ireland in years? Oh, no. Sorry. That's... Oops. Oh, they're the ones I sent to myself.
You need to stop talking about the mainstream media.
Hi, Mark. Yeah, so I'm really... this whole thing of like, I'm really slipping into this, like, the mainstream media don't... Bro, you have a podcast that has the Willy Willy Bum Bum section in it. What are you expecting? You're not fucking Kevin McGahern. Do you know what I mean? You can't have it all. I want to be able to sit here and make jokes about Gooches, and at the same time, I want a BAFTA.
Yeah.
People have won them for less. I think we just need to accept that I should be very, very happy with my lot.
Yes.
I am extraordinarily happy with where I am in my life. Wherever it goes, who knows?
Freaks, geeks and loons. They're your tribe.
This community is my safe space.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Somebody messaged me last week after the Rachel Watt. What do you think about the serious stuff, doing the serious interviews?
I really enjoy it.
I really enjoy it too.
Yeah.
I don't... I thought I'd get more heat after the one last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Why heat?
Well, like attention,
Oh,
praise,
okay.
adulation, reassurance.
No, kudos, sorry.
Kudos, compliments,
Yeah,
anything.
that's fine.
Just to build me up. Oh, but Mark, she's serving a 17 jet. Yeah, so whatever. She's fine. We got her on the pods. Guard! Guard! She's trying to grab me. Send her back. I've got... She's resisting arrest. Once Megan's gotten the podcast. Yeah, she's been writing me for ages. Fucking hell. Burning the ear off me. Oh, please, my appeal has fallen through. Well, that's,
That's my problem.
Anyway. No, Rachel was a complete legend.
She was.
But yeah, I don't know whether the serious stuff is...
I think diversifying what we're doing is good.
Okay, well, here's one for you.
Okay.
If you want diverse,
Yeah.
today, myself and yourself are currently
Yeah.
on an airplane flying overseas to interview... Speaking like that's really annoying. Annoying myself. To interview potentially one of the most instantly recognizable names on the planet.
For sure.
I think.
Yeah.
Which is mental to say.
It's incredibly exciting.
Like, it is quite crazy to think about the evolution of the podcast, starting at my kitchen table in Fulham in 2019, November 2019.
Yes.
Sort of instantly hit the top of the charts. Megan instantly went off the rails. And then to come back in 2020, when did the Sunday Roast stop? Like 20, it was mid-COVID when they properly sort of...
Yeah, I would say 2022?
No, earlier.
Was it, Jen?
I think it was earlier. And then I started coming back.
Yeah.
And I was coming back and off, and the promises and all the worst. But yeah, to be going over to where we're going tomorrow, or today, as it is an honour. And it is going to be a serious one.
Yeah.
Although I feel like, do you know what? Here's the thing. I think whenever I'm interviewing the serious people, my sort of problem is that I'm acting the way that I would off air, so I'm just naturally curious. I'm interested in speaking to them, but maybe I should be delivering more like maybe I should be more funny.
I mean, you've had some absolute humdingers in some of the serious ones. Telling Keenan that it was still
telling your man from a coma who woke up from a coma that he was actually still in a coma is sensational.
Or when Rachel told you she was Polly and you said just the two.
Just the two, yeah. I mean, there's a podcast in that, in the Polly stuff.
Absolutely. No, but what I'm saying is you do bring, even though they're very serious conversations, you do bring in, an element of levity to it.
Thank you very much. So look, we'll see. But busy week. It's been a busy week over in Porto.
Oh yeah? How was that?
It's just such a surreal experience going to a city and being able to enjoy the contents of said city without having the shirt robbed off your back.
Yes.
Genuinely.
You seemed very happy about the price of things.
I just can't get over it. I cannot. I know you. Yeah, what's the minimum wage and stuff, but the cost of living and the cost of businesses. A friend of mine runs a number of cafes, and he was saying, "Oh, what's the minimum wage?" And then he crunched the numbers in terms of Porto and Dublin, and we're still paying like 50% more.
Of course we are.
It's just complete. It's completely insane.
Yeah.
So
no, and it's nice being able to just go out, order a few, to
not have to think, to just be able to go, yeah, can we get these? And you're not going, oh, grand, that's going to cost 30 quid for 2 coffees and a thing.
Yeah.
So, no, it was amazing. Lots of questions about the baby brand, which I can answer some of.
How far along did that trip bring you? Like, was it kind of...
Well, sorry, I suppose before I even tell you about it, I should clarify one thing. It is not a joke.
Okay.
Lots of people were messaging me last week going, is this a joke? Who the fuck is that lad? Did I thought that was just some random fella in the air? Yes, it was just some random Palestinian man I went up to in the airport and said, hey bro, as if you don't have enough on your plate at the moment, any chance you'll get into a picture with Megan? Do you know what I mean?
Hey buddy, I have a gag.
Hey man, I've got a really interesting I've got a really bizarre gag about setting up a baby wear brand that I think would just be hilarious if you could just get into my Insta story for a second. Nevertheless, the baby... Go on.
No, you go on.
The baby wear brand is legitimate. Fans and listeners to the podcast will know that this has been in the works for months. Ever since I had a daughter, I've had an interest in setting up a baby wear brand. My thesis and theory on all of this is that baby wear and kids' clothes these days are far too often becoming just an extension of the parents. And influencer culture, content creation, sort of mass Zara home, just the bland, the movement of bland, sort of crushed velvet has blurred into this sort of beigey grey. I am bored of the cultural aesthetic of kids' clothing that we are constantly being exposed to. It didn't really make sense in the sentence, but you know what I mean. Long story short, I was sick and tired of seeing kids' clothes resemble Molly May's couch cover. Okay, and I think that kids' clothing should be fun.
Yeah.
It should be cheeky. It should be have a bit of divilment to it. It should be vibrant. It should be playful. It should be representative of the children's personalities, not of mine. And I think there should be boys' clothes that don't, just have aliens on them. That don't just have gobbledygook or like little surfer dude shit. Do you know what I mean? He's shit at surfing. He's 5. As that there's the meme that's been doing the rounds for years about that. But boys should also be able to just wear like nice clothes. So long story short, myself and Afif, I put out in the podcast that I was looking to do this, and Afif, who's a listener, Dr Afif El Khuffash, he's one of the leading paediatricians in the country. He's Palestinian Irish. He's an amazing, an unbelievable mind. He came on board, and that instantly made it viable because, of course, I can do the creative, but I can't do... I want to make sure that, of course, every single piece that we have is in line with all the regulations, but also is perhaps a little bit better than your generic offering.
Okay.
There's lots of clothing that I get for Rosie online that's fun, but it doesn't then have, it's not structured in the way that's most conducive to her comfort.
So can I ask about that? Because I obviously have been interested as to what Afif's role is. How much thought or influence do you have to consider when you are making baby clothes?
So much,
really?
Right down to the seams, to everything, to all the ingredients, to the obviously to the fabrics, but right down to the way that the seam is, to the size of the buttons, to wherever the zips are. Obviously, that there's going to be protection for the zips, the hands, every single element, because the margin for error is so small when you're dealing with newborns and with young kids. But we are going to go up from, I think it's looking like we're going to go 0 to 3 months for exclusively newborn range, 3 months to 18 months in baby grows, and then we're going to do a little, it's the cutest thing ever, we're going to do a little range called the best behaviour range. And that's from sort of like 3 months to, we're maybe going to push to like 3 years, but at the moment for the first launch it'll probably just be 0 to 3 months to 18 months, the little best behaviours. And the sort of the way that we're working is like, I will have an idea, like, so it's impossible to talk about too extensively without giving like some details I can't reveal, but like the idea with the brand was to create and write a character based, like it's character based. So it's the fact that it's clothing is an aside to the clothing is just the sort of the canvas to sort of convey this little world of the characters we've created and the universe they inhabit. And the way that we work is that like I will have an idea and then Afif designs it. So like I'll be like, we need to do X, Y or Z, then he does it. So we're working really well together in that regard.
Amazing.
Where he has the capability to draw up my ideas. So like it's intense, but it's happening and it's a lot of fun. So,
and in terms of like the homogenous like Molly May style, is that just because clothes do have to be a certain way, like you know?
I know. I suppose I just see more like you see it online, like and again, I don't get everything right with certainly Jesus with parenting, but like Rosie or anything like that. But I'm just not into like just beige fucking like throwing out the word Scandi. Scandi is the Biscoff of the clothing world. I swear to God, man.
Really?
It started with cafes, then hotels, then fucking clothing. Everyone just jumped on this whole if we just say Scandi, what do you mean? You can't just say Scandi and buy less furniture. Do you know what I mean? A few years ago, like in architecture and in hotel lobbies, it was all exposed brick. And everyone wanted to look like the meatpacking district in New York City.
Of course.
Then it's now Scandi. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's moved beyond hotels and restaurants and bars and cafes, and we're now into clothing and Scandi style. And some of the Scandi style stuff is great, but I don't want my daughter to look like a Dutch pervert. I want it, do you know what I mean? Like she's auditioning for a fucking Kinder Bueno ad in 1991. Remember how bad those lip syncs were?
Yeah, they were shocking.
That's what Kaylee Trapp should do. She should become the fucking CEO of Kinder and redo their ads. But yeah, so the Scandi, just the bland beige. And
can I, like, is that not just for like even a logistical thing where like kids obviously are probably quite dirty by nature or like they get messy?
Yeah, you want to be able to, to seal stains. Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. But at the same time, you know, with our ranges, they're designed, so like there's the best behaviour range. Does exactly what it says in the tin. But then some of our baby grows there for like trips to nanas.
Okay.
Or like going to the... Do you know what I mean?
Lovely.
So they have a purpose.
Really occasion wear.
Yes,
not
but
occasion wear.
Not occasion in terms of luxury.
Yeah.
But they have a context.
Yeah. That's lovely.
They're not just necessarily, here's a bag of 3 baby grows, lash them on. And by the way, they will still get dirty, of course. And that's why we have to be so careful with the fabrics that they can be washed 70 times and for them to not lose their shape.
Right.
And with the way that your designs and artwork are, whether you go for like embossing them or whether you get them embroidered, depending on the dye that you use, you have to make sure that they can be washed 100 times and not then, lose their lovely vibrancy and also not get bubbles and what's the word? You know, the cotton.
Pulling and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
look, there's so much to it, but it's a fascinating world, and it's really exciting. I'm determined to go about it in, like, you're going to hate me for saying this.
Okay.
I'm going to try and do it without using any mainstream media.
Dead right.
I just don't believe in it. I don't believe in going on to fucking interviews and shilling your products and all the rest. I would sooner let this be like quality speaks for itself. As my modus operandi, my whole belief with this brand is that I want every corner of the brand, right? Whether it's the website, whether it's the tag, whether it's the brand name, whether it's the product itself, I want the entire user experience to evoke oh my God, that's so cute.
I love it.
Because basically there are times as a parent when I am, and this is so boring to people who aren't parents, but you know, for aunties, uncles, or people who are remotely somewhat attached to the kids, blah, blah, blah. Like there are times when I'm lying in bed at night and it could be 1 a.m. and I'm looking at my phone, I'm just about to fall asleep, but if I see an ad pop up and if I just go, oh my God, Rosie has to have that. There's this, it's just like you have to buy it because it's so cute.
Yeah.
I want to evoke that feeling of like, that is so cute. That's basically the idea. And funny. I want it to be funny as well.
Well, that will be very cool. In terms of the brand, is it possible? Now, I'm not trying to put you up against like Miss Rachel here, but could you build this brand into like a book or into like some sort of content that could be in line with the clothes?
Well, as I said, the idea was to create a universe with clothes being the canvas. I'm not the Virgil Abloh of children's clothing.
Okay.
We haven't sold a single item. So let's just cart and horse and all that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We won't be like negotiating the rights for the film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But there is the possibility of doing that because I do feel like particularly with those brands, you can build those identities.
Yeah, I think with e-commerce, the scope is limitless. Do you know what I mean? But that's the problem is people focus on the scope and they focus on the potential outcomes without actually looking after, like we could be dead in the water in the next month if there's any oversights in terms of like, that's everything has to be done so perfectly that like you don't want to ever with any idea don't get lost in the sauce of the outcome. Outcomes are irrelevant.
Yeah.
If you're not doing the thing, it's like with podcasts though. Like people go, oh, we should start the podcast because could you imagine if we did this? Yeah, but not forget the end result.
Yeah.
Focus on the fucking now.
Do the first one.
Oh, if we just got like 20 celebrities and they share that to all their followers, yeah, but if it was that easy, you know.
Yeah.
Nevertheless,
pull it back.
I think it's time we have a very serious conversation about the state of snacking in this country. It's embarrassing. However, Cadbury have finally decided to cater to those of us with actual taste buds. For those of us brave enough to ask, no, do you know what? To demand more from their treats. They've launched the new Cadbury Dairy Milk Biscoff Bar. It's the collab of the century. The smooth expertise of Cadbury meets the main character energy of Biscoff. It's got that crunch, that caramelised vibe, and honestly, it's Ireland's new icon. It's love at first bite. And unlike your last 3 situationships, this one is actually here to stay. Grab one, try it, and stop settling for mid-tier snacks. And then, of course, once that's done, we've got what process are we at? We're looking at. I don't know if I should probably. I know when we're going to launch.
Okay.
We are looking various fulfillment options in Ireland have to be sorted. We're doing a tour of Amazon in September the 10th.
Okay.
And because they can do the next day delivery, which of course is unreal.
Huge. Yeah.
And that's there's so much to it. It's like a full-time job, but that's what you sign up for.
It's exciting though.
I really want to drop the brand, but I can't.
No, I can see it. You have that giddiness.
No,
wait, it'll be worth it.
So yeah, it's lovely, and it was just great. Like going away with Afif for 72 hours was great, and you just got so much done. One of the most common, one of the great messages that I was receiving from people though, is about boys' clothes. How it's like impossible to buy boys' clothes that don't have like dinosaurs or race cars on them.
Oh, okay.
So yes, that's something that we will be considering, just so people know. Question for you though.
Go on.
Very important question to the moms out there or dads.
Okay.
Zips or buttons, especially on newborn and 3 to 18 months baby grows. Well, obviously, Afif is the paediatrician and like the complete medical expert when it comes to what's good in the fabric. Like some of the fabrics we're using are the nicest things ever. Like that's so paramount. But I'm a zip guy.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a double zip now.
Okay.
So double zip means that you can just lift it, zip up from the legs and change the nappy or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
You know, it's handy and it doesn't disrupt them. But I much prefer zips rather than buttons.
Okay.
And I just feel like as well in the dead of night, one zip, bish, bash, bosh, done. Buttons are just too finicky. They're my thoughts. I'd be open to hearing the listeners' thoughts. And then, of course, back to Dublin for, my daughter's christening.
Yes, looked gorgeous.
It was lovely.
Yeah.
See, Matthew Broderick's doing a play in Dublin at the moment.
Is he?
Yeah. So we just had to try extra.
Yeah. No. You're incorrigible.
Oh God! If you find yourself driving home at night and you see you see a car that says Bueller on the bonnet, drive fucking safe. No. So then back for the christening.
How was that?
Unbelievable. Speaking of bonnets, my daughter was wearing a little bonnet.
Lovely.
Cutest thing on earth.
Really?
Genuinely, I actually audibly gasped whenever I came in. She was just sitting on the bed in the bonnet.
Does it ever, like...
She sort of looked like a Victorian ghost.
Ah, okay.
Hello. You know, and those babies and like... You can imagine her having a twin and the two of them like spooking us.
Yeah, just like on a tricycle down a hallway.
Why on a tricycle?
Because that's like horror movie core.
Is it?
Well, I'm thinking of The Shining, the two kids on. I tried.
Yeah, Rosie's not Jack Nicholson's daughter. She's
Didn't
not.
say she was.
Yeah.
No, I thought we were doing a thing.
Come play with us. Forever. Forever.
Ah.
Very scary movie, The Shining.
Very, very scary.
Of the scary movies, The Shining, The Sixth Sense scared the shit out of me as a kid. Just that scene with Toni Collette when she turns around, your dinner's ready. Or what is it like, Kyle, your dinner isn't ready yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Traumatising. Genuinely traumatising.
What's yours on you? Yeah.
That was only 12s.
Was it?
That was only 12s in the cinema.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I feel like the stuff that we were allowed watching in the 90s, though, in hindsight, was very suspect.
Ridiculously loose.
Yeah. Like Extravision's kind of laws for giving out videos.
Lemon Party. Tub Girl. No. Do you know what I mean? A lad in my class when we were 13 changed every single computer desktop to Tub Girl.
Ah.
And the teacher, by the way, the computer teacher, didn't know how to change them back. Classic. But he was really good on the S. So we got tenure. Anyway, back to Dublin then for the christening.
How was it?
It was amazing. Here's one for you.
Okay.
I enjoyed my daughter's christening more than my wedding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
I suppose it's not about you. You get to just kind of take a back seat and
it's an occasion. That's like, I'm going to my niece. Going to my sister-in-law's sons once, twice removed. I'm going to my nephew's christening in a few weeks. Alva's wee lad, Cian. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Christenings bring out the best in people.
Totally.
People are loons, right?
Okay.
People go to weddings. They're wrapped up in self. They're consumed with the pecking order. They're trying to figure out their place in the social totem pole that is the wedding environment.
Right.
Family people become family people, which are just insane. There's all these unspoken things. Who's closest to the bride and groom? Who's blah, blah, blah. All of these things. Yeah. With the christening, people just chill the fuck out and it's all about the baby.
That's great.
It's the greatest thing ever. In my experience, at least, I had more fun at Rosie's christening than I did on my own wedding day.
Wow!
And it's and also saying this, like sometimes with public speaking, I get nervous, I get anxious. When you're speaking about your daughter, it's the easiest thing in the day, ever. Like I didn't even have to. I just got up and I was like, "Well, thank you all for coming." Because we're here for Rosie, and it was just, do you know what I mean?
She is an angel.
It was effortless.
Yeah.
The whole day was effortless.
There's probably a lot that plays into it, though. Like I feel like daytime events are just generally nicer.
I think that's for sober people, yes.
Yeah, but also like when it's around something to do with a child, it's just going to be more like jovial, less like alcohol infused. Like it's just a nicer environment, I feel like.
Yeah. Unless it's a court case and the judge has broken rank and asked the 6-year-old boy to enter the witness stand and choose which parent he'd like to go home with that day. And you've got the dad with the baseball mitt and 2 tickets to the Sox in a Yankees cap. And it's the World Series Super Bowl. What do you think, slugger? Fancy going to a ball game with your pops? And he wipes the beer stains from his lips. So, not always a good day around kids.
Okay.
Time to remember that.
Yes, there are the exemptions.
Yeah, there are, of course. But yeah, it was a lovely day. Lovely day.
Do all kids kind of get christened nowadays? As in, I feel like...
Yes, and they should, by the way.
No, but I feel like it was a foregone conclusion for kids of our generation. Whereas do all kind of...
No, I would say the opposite. I think, if anything, it's in vogue now to not christen your child.
Really?
And to almost talk more about how you're not christening your child and making that the personality, and then having an event to rival the non-christening that's not a christening, but do you know what I mean?
Okay. Which
is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Because if you don't believe, why do anything?
Why partake?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd say that we would. I don't think christenings are as common as one might think.
I would.
Look, it depends on who you're hanging around with.
I suppose. Yeah.
I know a lot of people who wouldn't do a christening.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's an important milestone. I like the idea. It
depends on your relationship with faith and your relationship with the institution of church. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would not consider myself to have a strong relationship with the Catholic Church in any capacity.
Yeah.
But I, somewhat paradoxically, have a relationship with convention and tradition, which I'm happy to adhere to. For instance, there was no question that I wouldn't get married in a church. I was very happy to do that.
Yeah.
And not necessarily because of some base level belief in the doctrine that is the Catholicism, right? But like, I'm happy to adhere to that Christian norm, as it were.
I agree.
But again, if I was to fall in love with a Jew, do you know what I mean? I would have happily gotten married in a synagogue.
Yeah.
If I was to have fallen in love with a Muslim, I would have happily gotten married in a
mosque.
If I was to fall in love in a hopeless place, I would probably Rihanna.
Ah, very good.
So, found love in a hopeless place.
Lovely, very good.
Dun, 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 dun. What? Dun, 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 dun. We found love in a That reminds me of walking around Dicey's garden, leery-eyed, the taste of fucking dirty espresso martinis.
Everywhere was sticky.
Wearing a three-piece suit, trying to convince myself my life has purpose and meaning. Just doing laps of the place.
Yeah.
Trying to find value.
The glory days.
Horrendous. Grab somebody sexy, tell them. I think the worst song ever to walk around a nightclub feeling existential dread to is I'm going down. They're yelling timber. Cool. I want to genuinely drown. Attach my feet to a log of timber, please. Cement shoes. I'll have Doc Martens.
Down.
I'll have a size 43 European size, size 9 UK. Cement shoes, please. Do you have them in my size? Doesn't matter. Just get these. I'll fucking squeeze these dogs in using WD-40 and then slap me into the deep end. Nightclub sadness. That's a real niche form of misery. And my fellow miseryites out there, the nichest form of misery and sort of despair that you feel in the pit of your stomach is when you're sitting in a nightclub and you're surrounded by people who are off their heads and happy out and they're all jilliping and gowling and having a crack and jumping around and all the rest. And you're just sitting there going, I feel like a Mike Skinner in an early Streets video. This is hell. This is not the life that I wanted for myself. This is not the life that I want for anybody. What is life? How am I going to get out of this? How have I ended up here?
I thought everyone had those like existential crises on nights out. Apparently not.
Maybe they don't.
Apparently not.
Some people just enjoy, there's a galloping bunch of lads. We're just in and we're chanting and one lad's got his shirt ripped and do you know what I mean? We're all having great crack. I just never had that.
Never had it.
I never had the feeling.
Do you know that cigarette at like 1:30 and you're like, the night has gone on and it's so rough. So rough.
Anyway.
Yeah.
There you go. It was a fabulous weekend. I just need to focus on tomorrow.
Yeah.
I need to get into my A game.
I'm
very nervous.
Understandable, but I do think you just need to take a breath and enjoy it. It's a huge moment.
Okay, guys, listen, mind yourselves. Welcome back to Sauce on the Side. It's been an absolute pleasure as always talking to you. If you enjoy the show, you know what to do. Send this episode to one friend right now and or subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple, etc, etc. It's a big week. It's going to be a bloody very big week for the show.
Exciting.
A really, really big week for the show. Thank you all for your support. Legends, as always, legends. And anything else? Any other announcements?
No.
Much love. Mind yourselves. Chat to you soon. Good luck. I think it's time we have a very serious conversation about the state of snacking in this country. It's embarrassing. However, Cadbury have finally decided to cater to those of us with actual taste buds. For those of us brave enough to ask, no, do you know what? To demand more from their treats. They've launched the new Cadbury Dairy Milk Biscoff Bar. It's the collab of the century. The smooth expertise of Cadbury meets the main character energy of Biscoff. It's got that crunch, that caramelised vibe, and honestly, it's Ireland's new icon. It's love at first bite, and unlike your last three situationships, this one is actually here to stay. Grab one, try it, and stop settling for mid-tier snacks.